So the purpose of this video is to help you go ahead and achieve your goals. And one of the biggest issues and obstacles that people face are the excuse of, I don't have enough time to make these goals happen. There's just not enough time in my schedule. So what we're going to do here is a massive time audit and also help you structure your days so you can maximize your time and see where the actual leaks are and open your eyes as to how much time you actually have in the day. Now, your schedule might look a little different from somebody else's, but I'm going to give you a basic schedule and show you where the gaps are, and this will give you some insight on how to structure your days. I'm going to use Google Calendar. It's one of my favorite ways to go ahead and schedule my days, and it's helped me tremendously. So we're going to dive right in because this can get pretty lengthy, and this definitely matters to anybody that is trying to achieve their goals, do something greater than what they've been doing originally, because if you follow the same plan that you had previously, it doesn't help you with new goals in achieving those goals. But we're going to start with sleep. So a lot of people will look a little differently, but just to get your head around it, we need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and that's literally non-negotiable. Some of you are doing 5 hours of sleep, some of you are doing 4. That's on you. Is it not going to help you achieve your goals? It's probably not. If you're trying to gain muscle, lose body fat, or just take care of your natural health, your hormones are, massively impacted by your sleep deficit. Now, some of you work overnight and some of you work at random times, but there will always be a pattern. If you start to audit yourself, you will see that there will be a pattern. But I'm going to give you a perfect scenario. Some of you are going to sleep late, but let's say you get to sleep in. We're going to give you the full 8 hours of sleep. A buffer of 30 minutes would be 8 hours and 30 minutes. 8 hours and 30 minutes. Now, if we cut that down to 6, we could do that too. But anyways, 7 a.m., perfect schedule. Here, we color coordinate it so you know that it's time to mellow down. And then over here, we can go ahead and repeat this. It should be here, repeat daily, right? Or we can go by the week, or we can go custom. So there's another one as well, repeat during the week. So right here, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, a lot of you are not working 7 days a week, but I know people that work 16 days a week. It's 16 days schedules where they don't have a day off until the 17th day. Like I said, this is going to vary, but we're going to go ahead and put this during the weekdays. We're going to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, Sunday, we're going to give you, as like your day off. These can vary. The thing is that you want to have a standard approach of what you are doing on a daily, so you go to sleep and you set a routine. Let's say that these days you don't work, those days you can sleep in and your routine is not going to be off track. You're actually going to have better recovery if you push the 8 hours. So this is just going to be sleep. Boom. You see how it starts to set up those days. I'm just going to move this here because it was supposed to do that. But I just want you guys to see it sort of like this. So I went to sleep, I woke up 7 a.m. Now we have to go ahead and block out the work schedule. Let's say we're going in at 9 to 5, right? That's somebody's regular schedule. 9 to 5, let's say they work 8 hours, they got like an hour break, and they're going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not going to put them in Saturday, just working 5 days a week. We can repeat it too, as many times as we want, but I'm just going to lay that out here, and then we're going to change this color. Let's go green because we're making some money. Boom. Okay. Now, if I wanted to put their break here, I could put their break here, or I could put it on top. I'll probably put it on top because that's just going to be our meal. I could also have broken it up so it looks like it inserts itself, but it's not going to look that neat. Break, meal 2, let's say, if we're concerned about our nutrition. Boom. Okay, let me put that right on top of this, and then edit. Yep, that's fine. I need a break. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat. Boom, boom, boom. And what we're doing here is just, it's a structure, it's a plan. So it doesn't need to be perfect every single time. What it just needs to be is for you to be able to track patterns. Okay, so what could I have done here? What could I have done here? And then there's this massive time block. So a lot of people will go ahead and designate like these 2 to 3 hours to TV, and that's fine. But what it does is it disrupts your sleep schedule. And then where does the gym go? for the average person, it's going to be here, right? But it's pretty busy in there. Maybe you don't want to deal with people. So you want to go ahead and set, this time slot. Let's do 1 hour. And arguably, let's actually do it earlier because people have the tendency of being late. And then we'll add the commute time. So let's do this to 1.5 hours. We're giving ourselves a generous amount of time. Now, when we're going to that gym, it probably should not, you should probably not even think about picking up your phone. Not once. You got to get in the zone. You got to be in your mindset, because if you don't, then what's going to happen? You're going to waste a lot of time as well. So that's another way to get more time back, is your mental focus, keeping that mental focus. And let's say we want to go work out Saturday, Sunday. We can structure Saturday, Sunday, and you have more time, and then you can go and add those in. But I'm just giving you a basic schedule. We want to go work out. Yes, workout, workouts, all the events. Boom. Workouts, workouts, workouts. Sleep, sleep, eat, eat. Now, here, we could have also added that we want to get up. Our daily routine schedule, right, might be an hour long, or maybe we could condense it to 30 minutes. Let's get everything done. You brushed your teeth. In a perfect world, you drank some water, drank water, teeth, maintenance. Sorry, I can't spell for my life. But, all right, maintenance. That took that long. Now, you can go ahead and schedule this as well. Every single day, daily. We can go custom here during the week. I'm not going to do the weekend. But I think you guys are starting to understand like where this is headed, where this is going. Now you can go ahead and start your day off. You can drink some coffee. You could read a book. You could go out for steps in the morning. You have literally all the time in the world, but we can make breakfast here. Or if you meal prepped, like on a Sunday, and you scheduled that out, then you would have time to just heat it up and go about your day. Breakfast, eat, go outside, get some sunlight. This is also going to help you increase your digestive system, increase your sun exposure, so that's going to get you more steps, so your hormonal function is going to be better. These are just regular habits here that should be everyone that gets them, but a lot of people don't do these things. Should you structure your weekend? Yeah, you should probably structure your weekend as well. Now, you got changed, you got everything ready. If you wanted to set up a nighttime routine, you probably had your clothes picked out in the morning. So, as you can see, there's a lot more time looking like it's available. Now here, look at this time block. You got 4 hours. Now, if you wanted to, you could spend the rest of the time with your family. That could be all family time. If there was a project that you needed to do or a course you wanted to take, you could go ahead and get some education right there. Some of you aren't studying anymore, but this could be course time. This could be family time right there. And then family time. This could be time with your pets. Yep. And wind down time. So you see where I'm going with this? There's a lot of time, but what happens is that a lot of us don't make time for it. And some of you don't even spend time with your family. And then you say you don't have time. So this is just like a basic structure. If you guys wanted to go over this, please let me know. If you wanted to set up a call and set up your schedule and set it up based on your goals, we can set that up as well. Because if we're not sleeping and you want to get as lean as possible, we might need to cut another hour of sleep away. So the best systems are what's going to lead you to your goals. And what we would first do, even before all of this too, is we would structure it based on what your goal is. But I hope this information helps you.